Who needs to make a move to contend and keep pace in the AFC?
Okay, I'm interested to see what the Baltimore Ravens do here over the next month and change. They're always a team that's going to play the compensatory pick formula. They're not going to be huge spenders generally in the first wave of free agency. Did make a splash with safety Marcus Williams, but initially thought they were getting Zadarius Smith back. Then he backed out, ends up going to Minnesota. Who's going to rush the passer? They brought back Michael Pierce, another guy who got released, but he's a big run stuffer. Calais Campbell's a free agent. Justin Houston is a free agent. Being able to get after the quarterback's huge in every division, particularly in that one. Let's see what Baltimore might be able to do. They're also one of the NFL's best drafting teams, so I'd imagine they're going to be targeting one there as well.
Yeah, Tom, a team that spent a ton last year, but hasn't done much this year is the New England Patriots. You spend all that money last year, you draft your rookie quarterback in Mac Jones, you go to the playoffs, and then this year we don't hear much of anything. You know, guys have come in the building on visits, they've signed elsewhere. Like, is this enough? Adding Ty Montgomery, obviously trading for Mac Wilson, Terrence Mitchell, Malcolm, is that enough to contend with Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills or this new formed Miami Dolphins team? Like, you got to spend now if you want to play in this game. And right now, I feel like the Patriots have lost more than they've gained.
Maurice, I hear you, and you're asking the question, is that enough? I'm going to stay in the East. I'll do it, guys. Let's talk Jets. What's going on? JETS, WTH. They added some pieces. We like Lake and Tomlinson, and we like CJ Uzama. Those are all good players, but is this enough? Because here's the deal. They are now the team in the East that doesn't have a dance partner. They're not on the dance floor. The Bills are the best team in the league, and the Patriots have that mystique, and they beat the Bills throwing 3 passes. And I have to say, I have to shout out right now, my younger brother Austin is watching us right now, having stayed up all night at Ultra in Miami. And he and Liam and Farian and God knows what they're seeing or what they're thinking. They were up all night and they're still watching Good Morning Football. And they're reporting live, if you want to take them with any credibility, that their Miami buzz is everywhere down there. And everybody letting the beat drop to whatever European DJ is getting their Tyreek jerseys and planning their Super Bowl parade. And God bless them. If you were to go to an event this weekend at MetLife Stadium or at Barclays Center, is anybody rocking the Jets jerseys? Are they saying, yeah, we got this thing? I don't know. They have, and here's the thing. The indignity starts to kick in because yesterday, if you saw it, Tyreek Hill has his press conference introducing himself as a Dolphin and kind of laughs or snorts at the idea that he was going to join the Jets. It was like a little cheap shot that I didn't even think he meant, but it was insulting to the Jets fans. The idea, no, I'm not going to join the Jets. Here's what you do have going for you. The best thing the Jets have done in years in terms of making moves is the Jamal Adams deal. That looked great, but you have to finish. You have the pick now. You have to finish, all right? You got 2 top 10 picks. You got the 4 pick. And here's what I want them to do. Never mind, all the big fancy guys are gone and Tyreek didn't pick them. You have the 4 pick in the draft. Panthers at 6, Falcons at 8, Seahawks at 9. All teams that are thirsty, that are spitting dust for quarterbacks, come up to 4. Come up and get it, and we're going to get more picks. We got a guy. We think we got a guy. Come up to 4. We get a receiver at 10, and then we sell some jerseys. I think Sebastian Maniscalco is at Barclays tonight. I don't know how many Jets jerseys are going to be there, but they should start selling them soon, and they got to nail that draft.
Okay, honestly, this lineup at Ultra is insane. Kygo, Knife Party, who else is there? It's pretty good.
Marshmallow.
Alesso, David Guetta is there. No Marshmallow, David Guetta. It looks pretty good. Austin, live it up, kid. Have the best time. We love Austin here on Good Morning Football. You know who else we love, Kyle?
Yeah.
Chris Ballard. We love him. We love him.
Sure.
What are you doing, kid? Broken record, speaking of music and Ultra, like, I don't know what to do. Do I like Matt Ryan? Yes. Is he an upgrade? Yes, but it's the AFC. This is an arms race. Did you do enough? Absolutely not. You have to be a playoff team. You have to be better than the Titans. It's like going into the season. Matt Ryan stood up there and he wanted to make the comparison to Tom Brady went somewhere else and had success. Peyton Manning went somewhere else and had success. Well, you know what Brady had? He had Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. He and Peyton had Demaryius Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders. And if you want to liken it to Matthew Stafford, he had Cooper Kupp and then Odell. Now, I love Michael Pittman. I have championed Michael Pittman as a fantasy stud year in, year out, with Rivers, with whoever, with Wentz under center there. But who else is he throwing to? Who else is that guy in that offense? And there's teams like the Packers that need wide receivers. The Chiefs need wide receivers. I know there's a lot of depth in the draft, but they do not have a first pick. They made a nice trade, whatever. That might be even for the future. There's some good players on the market. Go bring back Eric Fisher at left tackle. That's another question. Can you go get Stephon Gilmore? He's there. You need help with the secondary. Your girl's been telling you, trying to help you out here on Good Morning Football all the time. Bring in Julio to hang out with Matt Ryan, and then I all of a sudden feel a lot better on this team. And Kyle, I don't know if I can do it anymore. I don't know if I can keep going to this well.
You know, you may just have to let him go, okay? You've been at it for a few weeks now. I don't know if they're as interested as you are maybe in them. You probably haven't dealt with that much in life, but I will tell you this. The Julio thing is just sitting there looming. And this is how you deal with the Julio thing if you're the Colts. You go, hey, Matt, you know Julio better than anybody. You want to bring him in here? Does he still have it? You think we should pay and write this check for Julio Jones? And Matt Ryan will shoot him straight. You have the utmost authority on Julio Jones in your building right now. That's the guy.
Tom, what happens first? Ali Marpet comes out of retirement for Kyle, or the Colts actually make some offseason moves to help Matt Ryan?
Three most important positions on the team: quarterback, pass rusher, left tackle. They got the quarterback. They got a pass rusher in Yannick Ngakoue. I would imagine the next thing on Chris Ballard's shopping list is going to be the left tackle. They're not going to roll with the guys they've got. Matter of the prices being right, whether it's Eric Fisher or somebody else, there are still some guys out there.